for an opening statement, and then we'll take questions.
Obviously, a tough game, boy. Coach Willard, I think those guys play hard. The point guard is fantastic. Quick turnaround for us, but on the road, 2 straight games, figured out a way to win. Proud of Mawot's huge free throws, and these 2 guys played great. Fought through technicals, fought through foul trouble, like Jeremiah with 3 in the first half, Cliff 2, and fouls out in 20 minutes. I think he was getting ready to have a great game too. So I always say how the whistle blows sometimes dictates a lot of things, and certainly we were challenged every turn, and Coach Willard does a great job, obviously, and this is a tough place to play. So glad to get a win to a ranked team next.
Jerry.
Doesn't get any easier.
Steve, how much has Jeremiah added to this team in terms of toughness and resilience?
Yeah, I mean, he's got a great personality. I think he's brought personality to our team. Would you say that, Mawot?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got, he chatters. He's, he talks a lot, and it's a good thing for us. But he loves to play. He's happy when he's playing basketball. Glad to have him back. Obviously, he made some huge plays down the stretch for us. He can't get in foul trouble anymore. I don't like that. But he adds a lot. He's mature. But he loves basketball, and you see it every day in practice. He practices the right way. I think it's obviously a big help, and he's a multi-position guy, and he could guard multiple positions. He's very confident, so great addition to us. And same with Big E. Big E's going to be good. He's just coming back. This guy got the advantage of practicing all year. E hasn't practiced, as much, so he gave us some good minutes too, and he's going to get better.
Alec, right there.
Coach Dave Preston, WTOP Radio in Washington. Young had 31 this past Saturday against Michigan State. You guys hold him to 3 for 17. What was the approach? What was the execution?
Well, I will tell you, first of all, he's fantastic, playing as well as any player in the league. He had a double-double, but I thought he had to work for everything. Mike wanted him first, and then Derek got him, and Noah came in and guarded him too, and Jeremiah guarded him. So he got a lot of people, and I thought we were, focused, but he's a tough guy to guard. He goes downhill. He's playing at a high level. But he had to work. And that was the main thing today. We wanted to make sure that nothing was easy for him, and I think we did a good job, and we rotated. I think Cliff would have had 5 or 6 block shots if he was in the game longer. Yeah, he's really good, and our guys were locked into that. We had one day to prepare, and I thought they did a good job of being locked in.
Right here.
2 questions, one for Coach, one for Jeremiah. I'll start with Coach. Coach, Jeremiah comes in here, first 2 games, both on the road, and he's able to be a true force to help you win these 2 big games. How has he been able to just lock in and be a key stud very quickly?
Yeah, I mean, he's been practicing with us all year. This is the first time we had our whole roster available to us. We didn't have Mawot at the beginning of the year. We didn't have him. We got Mawot back. We've lost Austin now. He needs a few days off too. But, to add Jeremiah just gives us a multi-position guy. And I'm just telling you, he loves to play. He's vocal in the locker room. He's vocal on the court. Just love his energy. So he's been able to come in and just work his way into a good position.
And for Jeremiah, you play these 2 games. You're both in double figures, and both on the road. On this weekend, Wisconsin comes to town, a big matchup coming home. How do you look to translate it in front of the Jersey Mike's crowd?
First things first, I'm just excited to be back and play with my guys. And then I think I'm just going to continue to play basketball, continue to be aggressive, continue to play my game. And the game doesn't change whether it's in Jersey Mike's and whether we're here or whether we're outside. I'm just going to continue to play my game.
Brian?
Steve, can you take us through the last week of just – you've been saying Jeremiah was close, and you guys have been talking to NCAA, and then you guys get the suspension on Wednesday, the court case, he plays Michigan, just the ups and downs of this situation and finally having him on the court.
Just, he's just plugged away. Our compliance people just plugged away, when it got to the lawyers, and then I got the phone call. So I know he was excited, I was excited, and he was ready to play. He was ready to play a month ago. So, just thankful we were able to jump through all those things and get him back. He deserves to be on the court. He's earned his opportunity, and now he's taking advantage of it.
Alec?
Question for Jeremiah. You picked up 3 fouls in the first half, get your fourth just a minute in to the second half. You play big minutes down the stretch in the second half. How are you able to lock in and just will yourself to not pick up that 5th foul?
The coaches really got on me about just playing smart and making sure I don't pick up that 5th foul. Just staying solid, sticking to our principles, and making sure I stay out the way and playing solid basketball.
Jerry.
Steve, Mawot's been through a lot this year. You mentioned earlier that he's been practicing on and off. What do you think about the way he's toughed it out, especially in this game?
I mean, Watt does a lot of things for us, too. And, he had a tough matchup, too, because Scott has been playing really good basketball, too, and he's been shooting the ball well. So held him to 0 for 5 from 3. I think that's a huge part of the game that, doesn't show up sometimes on the box score. And, Mawot gives us great energy. He really does, and he's been practicing the right way. And, he's one of those guys that, all the things he does don't show up until you watch the film. And, proud of him. He sat out for a whole year, too, and he bounced back, and that's not the easiest injury to come back from. And he hasn't missed a beat. Glad to have his energy back, and he was fantastic today. 2 huge free throws, 2 down the stretch. Huge free throws.
Right there.
And Jeremiah, playing your first collegiate game last week in nearly 2 years, what does it mean to just contribute to this program and have the type of game you had tonight?
It means everything. I mean, I'm blessed to be taken in by this program under Coach Pikiell, and everything has been everything. I mean, it's a blessing to be back on the court. It was 709 days, and I'm just so happy when I'm out there to be able to play basketball.
Good?
Thank you.
One more? Good? Good? All right. We're good.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.